Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, Rob to throw first. Game on!
Final session of the HappyBet German Darts Grand Prix. It's Cross versus White, Voltage versus the Diamond. Paul Nicholson, the asset, alongside me, Dan Dawson, for the opening quarter-final match.
Yeah, there's no doubting Rob Cross's class.
100.
But you just feel that this is a hurdle for him. He's been here a few times, hasn't been able to cross that hurdle or get over that hurdle yet. Could be a big night for Rob Cross, this. But essentially, by these two guys playing each other, it's a very big thing. And as Dan Dawson points out to me on the screen there is somebody with an Ian White t-shirt on.
I spotted that early on this afternoon. I thought that's what I'd seen. It has now been confirmed. That is a special piece of darts merchandise.
Well, these fans will wear anything, won't they? I even saw someone with a Paul Nicholson shirt on.
Flipping heck. Must have lost a bet.
81.
Must be the wrong shirt they bought.
I've had some belters in the past. Rob Cross looking to fill it up for the first maximum of the evening session, and there it is.
I'm asking myself, how did he get that in?
It is incredible, Rob Cross. I've commented on this before. It doesn't matter how low in the bed Rob Cross puts a dart. He finds ways to fire his darts underneath, and it's even more impressive considering these are new darts he's only just started using, and Rob Cross, that was too good. Too good for Rob Cross there. Wanted the 25 to leave double 18, hits the bullseye, so he'll come back looking at 8. He's only 321 points clear of Ian White right now.
That's ludicrous when you think about it. But he settled into this match very, very well. And it's looking like he's going to be comfortable with the situation tonight. Brilliant guide for a double 4 shot. And boy, did he use it. That's more like it, Rob. Oh, first 2 games he played fantastic. He's just continuing on with that kind of form.
Yeah, well, you say he played fantastically. It was a 104 average almost against Jan Dekker in round 2 as Ian White comes to the party. But it was 109 average against Mensur Suljovic this afternoon, and it could have been in the 110s, and Rob Cross looks in the mood to do something similar right now.
12 months ago, we were in Mannheim in Germany talking about Rob Cross absolutely dominating the Challenge Tour. And we said, I wonder what he's going to bring to the Pro Tour next year, should he choose to come over. Well, we've got to say that we're a little surprised he's this good.
Well, look, he won 3 Challenge Tour titles, coasted to the actual Challenge Tour Order of Merit spot, which got him his tour card. And I can't remember exactly what we were saying last year. I would imagine it would be things like, big step up. Got to find out what it's really like, because you'll get Ian White chucking 180s, more than one in a leg at you. Things like that. Rob Cross doesn't care.
18s now. He's thinking clearly, which is great. 99. 19s first. Or 17s. 82 left.
59.
Okay, well.
Robbie Bryant, 164.
One way or another, Ian White leaves tops. He might not get a go at it, you know. Oh, he will. Back to the 18s.
92.
Does like to go 18s first on a lot of shots, doesn't he, Rob Cross? A little bit unconventional, but effective sometimes. Getting ever so closer. That second dart was very kind to him. It's 1-all. And Ian White looks like he's very relaxed tonight. And that's a good sign for him.
Well, it's been mid-90s averages for Ian White so far this weekend. A win against Jermaine Wattermaina, 6-4. Some excellent finishing from the Diamond in that. And then he beat Dowell Gurney in the deciding leg. And although it was a mid-90s average, the last leg from Ian White, 12 darter,
29,
was phenomenal. It was superb. One of the best legs of darts we've seen this weekend, given the context. And it was enough to take out the number 6 seed. But Rob Cross piles into the treble 20 again for his second maximum.
I think Rob Cross is starting to enjoy this. And he's trying to spoil the party for Ian White, because this is Ian White's 99th match on the European Tour. He wants to get to the semis so he can play his century match.
How many people have done that before, played 100 games on the European Tour, Paul?
Well, if he was to get to the 100, that would be 10.
There you go. But once again, Rob Cross on his own throw is miles clear of Ian White.
Double six.
84.
Well, it's a bit fiddly, leaving double three. But it doesn't matter, because he is 307 in front. It's very reminiscent of the first leg.
Yeah, it really is. But these can go wrong. He might go two double two, because you would think that a single two near the double bed would be a good guide, or he could just go straight at it.
Game show
Like
on
that.
the third leg. Rob Cross, full
Well, when you're
play
that
in
confident
the front first.
and you're playing that
Game on.
well, just hit it. He simplifies the game so well, Rob Cross. He's very much like my brother's golf mentality. Ball, club, hole. That's it.
59.
Seaboard, hitboard. That's Rob Cross's mantra.
Pretty much.
And it's good enough for currently an average of 110, which is 26 points clear of the diamond. 28 points now clear of the diamond, Ian White. But that is because the two legs that Rob Cross has won on his own throw, he's been more than 200 points clear. I mean, it's been an absolute massacre on the cross throw.
We've already talked about the Challenge Tour, of course, and Rob's domination of that, but we have to pay a lot of respect to Wayne Jones today, who has now confirmed his place back on the Pro Tour
60.
by winning the Challenge Tour. He is number one. That is confirmed. The number two, who also gets a tour card, that's still in the balance. Mark Dudbridge is in that spot right now, but Luke
60.
Humphreys, who is still in the very last Challenge Tour event back in the UK right now, he could spoil the party for Dudbridge. If he wins the tournament, he will knock Dudbridge out of that spot and will make Flash go to Q School.
Well,
100.
interesting stuff over there. I mean, Rob Cross and Ryan Searle, who finished runner-up to him on the Challenge Tour last year, have both had... I mean, Rob Cross has had the greatest debut year in PDC Darts history, for my money.
100.
But Ryan Searle's been very impressive as well. You would hope that this is a sign that the Challenge Tour is proving to be a good breeding ground and a good pathway through to being a top pro, even though we have seen, obviously, a lot of Wayne Jones on the Pro Tour. You never know. You look at Nathan Aspinall, last 2 weekends on the Euro Tour, going back, he won a Challenge Tour, going back and actually getting a bit of confidence and remembering how to win games and win tournaments, it can actually help you rebuild your career.
100.
Well, it's Nathan's fault that he wasn't playing Challenge Tour this weekend, because he was too good at the qualifiers and he was playing here.
Well, this is a chance for a break, and it's on. And it's going to be double 18 that he looks to leave and does leave it. Rob Cross gives it the stare.
Game
And then
show on
puts the dart right in there for a 15 darter in the first breaker throw in this one. And Rob Cross, the dominance in the averages, is now reflected in the score. 3-1 to the man from Hastings.
I like that pause before the third dart, really, especially on the combos like that are really important. It's like the top of the backswing of Hideki Matsuyama. You just don't know when he's going to do it, but when he does, it just goes wallop.
Well, I think one of the interesting things, we do see players sometimes, they stop, they pause, they'll have a look, and then they'll have a go at it. And if it goes in, great. If it doesn't, it's a maximum for the diamond, fighting back with his third. Ian White's fans in the crowd there. Marvellous darts merchandise. But the thing is, Rob Cross does it all the time. It's almost part of his routine. So it's not like anything out of the ordinary. It's not really breaking up his rhythm as much, because he does it all the time. If a player out of the ordinary takes a step back, and sometimes you question, you're putting more pressure on yourself. You're not doing what you normally do. You're knocking yourself out of your rhythm. But Rob Cross, he does it all the time anyway. So he's just used to it. If the crowd start making noise, if he realises the enormity of the moment that he's in,
97.
he just does that all the time. It's just part of the game for Rob Cross.
And it's something that Kevin Painter used to do after he saw a sports psychologist. He just needed that extra few seconds before going for a key double. And it really helped Kevin Painter. Just like that 180 is going to help Ian White.
This is such a strange game. Ian White nowhere in some of these legs, but 2 180s in 2 of them.
40.
And it could well be a break back for the Diamonds.
Require 41.
Double 16.
Game
Yeah,
show
what a
the
leg
fifth
that
leg.
is.
Ian
11
White.
of the best from the 11th seed.
6th leg, Ian to throw.
And we're back on
first.
throw.
Game on.
He might have needed something like that, Ian White, just to get himself going, because at 3-1 down, with Rob Cross averaging 110 and Ian White best part of 30 points off, he knew he had to find some extra gears. And it looks like the Diamond is finding them.
Ian White is doing what is said in Rob Cross's walk-on song. In the Warriors code, there's no surrender.
100.
At 3-1 down, when Rob's playing that well, lesser players would say, oh, I'm not going to win this game. But Ian White is not made of very soft stuff. He's made of oatcakes from Stoke and granite.
Well, he's a diamond. It's the hardest substance known to man.
Absolutely.
Paul Nicholson just displaying his vast encyclopedic knowledge of hair rock there with the lyrics from Rob Cross's Walk On. And it's 180, number 7 in this game. Hit 4 maximums against Mensur Suljevic this afternoon, Rob Cross. Oh, he's getting a few darts going left, isn't he? He started off the very first visit this game, a couple in the 5s and 1 in the 7. He's had another visit to kick off a leg with darts in the 5. He's had 1 in the 7 there. It's just the odd darts. It could prove to be fatal, although that one's a loose one. Great recovery.
21.
Well, the positive side of Rob Cross would say, well, there's the one. I've got to hit it sometime. It might as well be now. Ian White was looking at the 19s with his last dart and the last visit to leave a finish. Now, all he wants to do is leave a 2-darter.
100.
He'd have preferred to have 42 left, but he'll take 82. He'll only get a shot at it if Rob Cross misses. He's thinking.
He thought about the treble 16, didn't he? And then he thought tops, and he's gone back to treble 16, and maybe the little indecision,
60.
maybe it was a factor in him missing the treble. But Ian White leaves 82 a lot. You see Ian White 101, he'll always go 19 to try and leave 82 because he likes going for the bullseye here. 17 for tops. Tops it is.
42.
Does not
Rob, you require
hold his
40.
throw with that visit.
When he let that dart go, he thought that was in. You could tell from his face. Tops it is for Cross.
Ooh.
That's an intentional split.
A nervous laugh. Readdresses. Double 10.
Game
No
show,
laughing
sixth
matter
leg.
for Ian White right
Rob
now.
Cross.
He's broken again. 4-2
7th leg,
Cross.
Rob to throw first.
Sometimes
Game
you've just got to take the rough with the smooth, and that was not a great dart from Rob Cross, but the 3rd dart was perfect. I remember when John Lowe won the world title in 1987. I think he won it on double 10. His shot at double top was nearer the treble. It really was. I think John Lowe just preferred double 10. The intentional split.
Oh, it could be going in again. Oh, my word, Ian White, it's 5 180s for the Diamond. And when he's hit one so far in this match, he's followed it with another one later in the leg. Rob Cross might be following it with one of his own.
Well, that's 176 for the weekend. I think we might be tipping 200 this weekend, Dan.
These two carry on like this. Oh, we gave it the slow zoom as well.
81.
Only came away with 21 more points after that first dart.
Rob Cross still in the box seat, though.
Well, that's it. He's scoring so well, Rob Cross, that he's for Ian White's having to hit a couple of big trebles just to keep pace with him.
Well, when you're sitting on 2 darters after 9, you've got to make sure that you get at least 54 off that one and it forces
41.
Ian White to do something ridiculous just to even get a shot.
Yeah, and the pressure piled upon him was just told there, and he shakes his head. He doesn't give much away usually, Ian White, up on stage, but he knows that Rob Cross is all over him right now. Double 10 again.
84.
A chance. Chink in the armour. Can the diamond exploit it? All he can do is leave himself handy.
I don't know about you, Dan, but I'm seeing a little bit more emotion from Rob Cross tonight. A little bit less poker face stuff.
Robbie required 10.
A few smiles and a little bit of aggression as well at times. He knows how important this game is to him.
Double 1. The Madhouse to go within a leg of a semi-final spot on the Euro Tour
James
for the
Shorter
first time in his career. It is 5-2 to Rob Cross.
First, game on.
This is the 5th time he's made the quarterfinals on the Euro Tour. Every single time he has been knocked out at this stage. We've said this many times before, but you have to learn how to handle multiple big stage games in a day. It's not like playing Pro Tour. I know you play a lot of games on the Pro Tour. You play 7, even more than that in the UK Open qualifiers, if you're going to go all the way. But getting up on stage in front of thousands of people, the walk-ons, the lights, the pressure, the adrenaline, coming down off that and then having to rouse yourself and play your best darts later and again after that. It is not easy. It is a skill. It's something that you need to learn. And Rob Cross, we may be watching this man evolve right now. We have been all year. But we may be seeing the latest addition to his arsenal. It's another ton-plus average from Rob Cross this weekend.
You're absolutely right, Dan. The break in between the last 16 of the quarterfinals is the hardest thing about winning these events, in my opinion. Aside from having to beat these great players, but Rob Cross seems to be warming to the routine. It's one of the reasons why Michael van Gerwen and Peter Wright have won so many of these, because they're used to it.
Yeah. Success begets success. And Rob Cross has had a huge amount of success so far in his very young PDC career. And if he can take out 130 here, he will reach another milestone, a first ever semi-final on the European Tour. It is on. It is on double 5. And there it is, a 12-darter. And once again, Rob Cross produces excellent. It's 106 average almost, to go with his 109 from earlier, almost 104 in round 2. This is elite level stuff from the man currently ranked 40th in the world, but he is going higher and higher. This boy is going places.